this. And by you being enrolled in a driver's education class, you have to learn these things if you really want to be a good driver and be safe. There are 3 steps. You should be following along. You should be writing this down. And then I'm going to have you put questions in. So the first thing is perceive objects or conditions on the road. You're driving in the neighborhood. Perceive that kids are out. You're driving in the school zone. There are people who are going to walk in front of you, behind you. You're driving in the downtown area. People are going to walk in front of the car, behind the car. You're going to have people riding bikes. You're going to have delivery trucks. You're in here to learn. You're in here to learn in the virtual classroom. You're here to learn in the car. I'm driving more students after class, before class, and you're going to learn some night driving. So I'm going to show you some night driving videos that are definitely going to help you. So identify events in the scene that are relative to you as a driver. People walking out, people parked at your high school. Your high school students, you've seen your seniors come in, they drive in sideways, they get into the parking spot. You're a freshman, you're the bottom of the food chain. They don't really care about you. So how do you become safe? You use your blinker, you make eye contact. When you guys are driving with me, I need you to check your mirrors. I need you to look around. I need you to have a commitment to learning. Number 2, decide. This is where you're going to decide what to do. Do I go through the light? Do I stop? Do I change lanes? Make predictions on what other drivers are going to do. My good drivers are picking up things every single moment. And how good do you want to be? It really depends on you. I'm going to give you the tools to become a great driver. You have to work hard. You have to get better. And I want you to get better. I want you to improve. And if you improve, you're going to have less fear. You're going to have more understanding. Good teachers allow you to make mistakes. I'm allowing you to make a mistake, not running a light, not hitting a curb, but maybe going too slow, maybe going a little bit too fast. Number 3 is act. Act appropriately. Don't slam brakes. Use your blinker. Don't tailgate. Change speed. Change position. Communicate. Flash your headlights. Use your blinker. Make eye contact. I need you to put in questions about those 3 things I went over. Then we're going to go in deeper. Because if I do a quality job, you're going to drive good. I'm going to show you a night driving video tonight. So you know what to do. So you know what to expect. So you don't panic. Because I'm driving students 8:30 to 10:30 after class tonight. You need to know what to expect. You need to know how you're going to feel. It might be hard for you to see. I need all of you to put in questions for perceive, decide, and act. Please put in questions. I will wait a moment. There are no dumb questions. There are no silly questions. Put in questions. That's how you know, and that's how you learn. You have an instructor who wants you to put in questions, who wants you to interact. You interact. You learn. Perceive objects or conditions on the road. Decide. Are you going to stop? Are you going to change lanes? Are you going to go to the side? Are you going to go to the right? Are you going to turn around? Act. You have to make a decision. You can't just sit there and not do anything. So I see some questions here right now. I need more questions. I have the same people. Emily, I see her all the time. I need everyone to put in more questions. Okay, what is a good way to predict or assume the next person to you? You can't assume. We don't know. You want to keep room. You want to look at the behavior of the car. Is the car going to the left? Is the car going to the right? Is the car slowing down? Is the person's head down? Are they looking down at the phone? Are they not paying attention? So you've got to look at the car. You got to look at the behavior of the person. I like what Maddie just put in. This tells me she's thinking. This tells me she's alert. I need more of you to be like Maddie. Please put in your questions. V, put in some questions. I'm going to go to the next. What should you do if the person in front of you doesn't use the blinker? Expect them not to use blinkers. If you see the car kind of slow down or veer to the right or left, they're probably making a turn. They're probably making a lane change. How are you doing tonight? So you got to look for the behavior of the car. Emily, thank you. She had her first drive-in, and she's asking questions. Emily will rise. You guys have to put in questions. We're not going to be here for 2 hours, me just talking. It doesn't work like that. I'm going to talk for about 25, 30 minutes. You're going to do some quizzes, see some videos, and then you're going to be working. I'm working extra hard because you're my Christmas class. You're my New Year's class. I'm preparing you. I'm on live. I'm on live. I'm not on TikTok. I'm on live. Put your question in. What's up? How you doing? So look at behavior of the people. You have to use your blinker or you will get hit. So for people who say they don't use blinker, you're going to get into an accident and it's going to be your fault. So we could be silly about this or we could be real life about this. Let's be real life. Use your blinker because if you have an at-fault accident and people have dash cams, they're watching you. The car didn't use the blinker. They came over. I hit them. You show the officer your video. Yep. Sir or ma'am, I'm issuing you a ticket. So you have to use your blinker. Let's keep it going. How much below the speed do we go? No, we drive at the speed limit, Reed. If it's great conditions, we drive at the speed limit. Beginning drivers tend to drive 5 under, 7 under, 10 under, 12 under. So I need you to continue to focus. It's about driver's ed straight through, my boy. S, driver's education, real life. We're talking about perceive, decide, and act. So in the perceive, decide, and act, we're talking about what do you need to do. If you go under the speed limit, Reed, what I've seen from my experience, we get stuck at traffic lights. Either you're going to have to run the light, which is terrible. You'll crash and we'll get hit, or you're going to have to speed. So I need you to drive, Reed, at the speed limit. That will give you a better decision-making process. So beginning drivers, don't drive under the speed limit. Drive at the speed limit. Great question. What do I do if I'm unsure what someone is doing next to me? Get away from them. Speed up. Slow down. Don't hang around a car. You don't know what they're doing. I appreciate the love, T. Let's keep it going. So if you don't know what a car's doing, get out of their way. Slow down. Let them pass you. Speed up. Change a lane. You don't have to sit there and be in an accident. It's really important that you lock in. It's really important that you learn. And it's really important that you ask questions. So don't stay by a car you don't know what's going on. A blinker will tell them if they're changing lanes left or right. A brake light will come on if they're slowing down. Those are the things you look for. And in the United States, you have to pass a test. And I'm going to go over that information. Next, let's go to the next question. How should I act in a hazardous situation? Gavin, type in what type of hazardous situation. Is it in the rain? Is it in the snow? Did someone lose control? Be more specific. But Gavin, to answer your question in a random way, you increase your following distance. You look for an escape route. So Gavin, to help you, without you telling me what the hazardous situation is, you make more room. You slow down. You change a lane. I like it. Always look at people. Make eye contact. Thank you. What distance should you not run a yellow light? Well, first, Holly, I'm going to stop you there. We never want to run a light. You can get a ticket for running a yellow light, Holly. And if you get a ticket, that's going to stay on your driving record several years. You screwed yourself. You screwed your parents. Don't practice running yellow lights. If you can stop safely, Holly, in 3 seconds, 1001, 1002, 1003, you should stop. Again, if you can stop safely in 3 seconds. But remember, there's black ice. We were driving in the neighborhood. And if you hit brakes, we're going to slam through. So you got to be mindful. The temperature will drop. It's cold outside. It's 18 degrees. I just checked. There's black ice on the roads. When we drive tonight, if you slam a brake, we could slide through. So slow down sooner. I love the question. So, Holly, don't get comfortable running yellow lights. Why, Holly? You'll feel comfortable. Then that yellow will be a red light. Then eventually, Holly, you're going to get pulled over. You're going to get a ticket. You're going to run over someone. Holly, don't get comfortable running lights. Stop safely, if you can, in 3 seconds. I love that question. Let's keep it going. What should you do when the unpredictable happens. Josh, type in what unpredictable you're talking about. Again, let's follow the protocol. Make more room. Check your mirror to change a lane. Speed up or slow down. I like what you're saying. Make more room. I like my sandwiches cut in half. Do you? I like my sandwiches cut in half. So I like what you're saying, but whenever the unpredictable happens, you should always keep space. Don't tailgate. You should always have an out. Don't drive around a pack of cars. So I'm answering your question without you giving me more information about the unpredictable. The unpredictable could be you in a parking lot. The football players are walking in front of you and you didn't see them. That's unpredictable. Unpredictable could be you in your neighborhood. Kids are walking out in front of you and they're looking down. They're unpredictable. You could be backing out of your driveway and you just see a car coming to your right. They're unpredictable. You're making a right turn. You don't see the person to the right and you almost hit them. So you got to give me more information on the unpredictable. What is the best way to perceive objects around you when a crash happens? Check your mirrors, Vivian. I like the question. Check mirrors. Keep space. Remember, your mirrors are only a reference. Keep space. Leave it out. Don't tailgate. I like the questions. I'm going to answer more. Let's talk about this. Perceive. To be a safe driver, you must know what happens around your vehicle. I'm answering some of your questions. You should only use your right foot to drive. If we're driving an automatic, your left foot stays to the dead pedal. Your right foot pivots between the gas and brake. We're in the United States. We're not driving manuals, but we do have manuals here in the United States. You should never drive with both of your feet because I've seen adults and teens mix it up and this is when we crash. Keep the questions coming in. So look ahead, both sides. Okay, search the roadside. It gives you additional traffic clues. So some of you said, what if the unpredictable happens? It's the light green. It's the light yellow. It's a truck behind you. It's a car behind you. There's more information than just slapping on the unpredictable. But this will tell you what to do in the unpredictable. Search ahead. Use your visual lead, 20 to 30 seconds. Have a good visual lead. Use good search techniques to change your path of travel. Develop visual lead, pick an object and count 1001, 1002. So once you guys learn to drive, you're going to keep good speed, good space, and a smile. Right now, you're kind of tailgating cars because you don't understand what to do. I need to be patient enough as a driving instructor and let you learn. Next, search the sides. Concentrate on any one object or situation in your ability to detect potential dangers. Is there a kid to the right of you? You go to the left. Is there a kid to the left of you? You go to the right. Someone just slammed brakes. Slow down, try to get over to the right. A kid walked out in front of you. Check your mirror, reduce speed. If you're searching, you're going to have these things. Make sure you have your clear path of travel is clear. Look ahead. Develop search skills. Check traffic behind you. I saw my student drivers checking their traffic tonight. I was happy. We parallel parked. We started in the school parking lot, making right turns, making left turns. We went into the neighborhood. We parallel parked 4 times each. Then we got them on the road. They were kind of hugging the right because they didn't have good lane line reference. That will come in time. We were chilled, we laughed, and we need to learn our left and right. Beginning drivers forget left and right. Beginning drivers get overwhelmed. So as a good instructor, I tell you one thing at a time. Please type in questions about what I just said, Carter, Vivian, Holly, Claire, and all of you. Why am I taking my time with my students? It's very important. I don't want to overwhelm you. An instructor can very easily overwhelm a beginning driver. Your parents can overwhelm you. Okay, we're going to drive to Texas. What? I can't even drive in the neighborhood. We're going to go get gas. I don't know how to get gas. My instructor didn't show me. We're going to go change the tire. I don't know what that is. So I have to have my kid gloves on. I have to treat you as if you're zero. not in a negative way, but learning. And you will learn quickly. I'm going to read some of the questions. How long do you have to stop when the light turns yellow? Claire, it depends on how fast you're going. It's the car length for every 10 miles an hour. So if you're going 40, Claire, it might take you 20 feet. It might take you 30 feet. And Claire, is it snow? Is it ice? Is it rain? Is it a clear day? Is it at night? So to answer your question, Claire, it depends on how fast you're going, how big or small your car or truck is, how good or bad your tires are. But you want to slow down and have time to react. So Claire, that's my answer. There are a lot of variables, but you should be driving at 35 or 45. If you're going over 45 or 50, you won't be able to slow down in time. You're going to run the light. You could hit a car making a left turn or right turn. You could hit a pedestrian. And if you run a yellow light, you could get a ticket. So you got to be mindful of the speed limit. So Claire, I gave you the answer by giving you real life situations. I can't just pick an exact number and say, hey, at 40 feet, you can stop. It's not like that, Claire. That's not real. But keep asking questions. Question, what should we do when the car starts to swerve near you? You lift your foot. You change a lane. You get to the left. You get to the right. You slow down. Because if you drive beside that car, they're going to take you out. So this is why you have to look ahead. It goes back to looking ahead. Developing skills to check traffic, to help you avoid collision. Check your rearview mirror. I like the questions. Let's keep it going. At what distance should we turn a blinker on? Vivian, 100 feet or a half a block. If you turn it on at 500 feet, you're going to confuse people. You turn it on at 50 feet, you're going to get rear-ended. 100 feet or a half a block. This lets people see the blinker at least 3 times. 1001, oh, they got a blinker on. 1002, you start to recognize it. 1003, oh, they have a blinker on. I need to slow down. Thank you, Vivian, for not being scared. Ask more questions, guys. Is now a good time to ask a question regarding Drive Tonight? Type it in, Maddie. We'll tell you. Type in your questions. It's going to help each other. And I'm going to show you a driving video to help you. But I will say this. I'm going to keep you on well-lit roads. We're not going to go in neighborhoods because you can't see. Some neighborhoods don't have street lights. A lot of the neighborhoods have black ice. We're going to stay on main roads. We're going to go in the school parking lot, go up and down, making right turns, teaching you how to look to the right when we go to the right, teaching you how to look to the left when we go to the left. I have to develop those visual skills with you. I can't assume you know what to do and get into the car. That spells danger for all of us. So I'm going to get you in the school parking lot because most school parking lots have a lot of light, but there's ice there. Put in your questions, Maddie. It's going to help you. Trust. I'm in a good point. Okay, let's keep going. What should you do if a driver, what should a driver do if the weather's bad? You have to make a decision, Josh. If it's too bad, you shouldn't be driving. Usually the state police will tell you it's adverse weather conditions. We recommend that you don't drive, but you won't listen. And as a young driver, and your brain is not developed to age 24, it's called the kryptonite quotient. You think that you're indestructible, but the reality is your age group has more accidents than 25 to 30, than 35 to 40, than 45 to 50. Right around 65, the trend is opposite. We have seniors who are driving that really shouldn't. No cap and hate on grandma and grandpa, but they really shouldn't be driving. They don't have good vision. They have arthritis. They're on medications. So you have to learn this at a young age. So when you hit 24 or 25, you got a good 20 years, 30 years with no tickets and no accidents. Josh, I love the question. Let's keep going. How often do you look over your shoulder to check blind spots? Brian, you only look over your shoulder when you're making a lane change. You only look over your shoulder when you're making a lane change. Okay? We saw the 6 conditions of driving. If you need to make a lane change to left, mirror, turn signal, blind spot. Make a lane change to right, mirror, turn signal, blind spot. You should be checking your rearview mirror every 12 or 15 seconds. Thank you, Brian. I'm going to go into the next part. Decide. This is where a lot of you won't do anything. Decide what to do. Are you going to change lanes? Ask yourself, what if? What if I don't stop? You hit a car. What if I slam my brakes? You get rear-ended. What if it's black ice and I slam my brakes? You're going to spin out and flip your car. So you need to ask yourself, what if? Think about how hazards can interact and create risk for you. If a car spins out in front of you, you want to try to veer to the left. Sideswipe is better than a head-on crash. If you run a light, you will hit a car making a right turn. They don't see you. You will hit a pedestrian who's walking out in front of you. You will hit a kid or a person in their 30s who doesn't drive, who's riding an e-bike. They have a lot of torque. We had 4, 5 kids on e-bikes, 10, 12, 15. They went on a yellow, green light. They almost got hit by a driver making a right turn. You have to use common sense, and a lot of you will have e-bikes for Christmas, but they're very dangerous. I'm not against e-bikes. Anticipate potential problems. Don't hang around cars' blind spots. Don't hang around a semi-truck. Try to stay in the open area. Don't be around blind spots. If you must leave yourself time to react to the dangerous situation. As soon as you identify an object or an area that is blocking your vision, this creates a problem. Semi-truck. You're in the blind spot. Driver doesn't see you. You're backing out of your driveway. You're not looking to your left. A car is coming. A kid is walking. You're getting ready to run a yellow light, and someone is on a motorcycle, and they're going to blow their light. You're going to hit them. So there's consequences. Let's keep going. I like the questions. Please put in the question about the night drive. What should I do when someone in front of you brakes and I start to slide? Veer to the left or right. If someone hits their brakes and you're too close, you will get the ticket. Because in our state, if you're tailgating, you will get the ticket. I'll say it again. If someone slams brakes and you don't have adequate following distance and you rear in them, you will get the ticket. So that goes back to keeping good speed and good space and a smile. Let's continue to work forward and let's move forward. I like it. So you want to keep space, Gavin. If it's ice outside, reduce your following distance. Slow down. If it's 50 and it's ice on the road, you can't drive at 50. You should be driving at 45. We have something called the basic speed law. You must drive at a speed that is safe for the conditions on the road. Yes, we teach. Go ahead and put in your questions. How you doing, D? What's going on? I like the questions. Why do students tend to hug the right or left? Maddie, they're squeezing the wheel. They're really nervous. They're gripping the wheel. It's your own insecurity. And until you relax, you can't steer the car. A lot of beginners do drift to the right or left because you're so nervous. You have so much anxiety. So beginning driver, squeeze the wheel. You want to have a relaxed grip. No, gangsters don't have one hand on the wheel. That's how gangsters crash. You want to have both hands on the wheel. We have both hands on the wheel because if you hit a patch of black ice and you have one hand on the wheel, you're going to jerk it right and crash, or you're going to jerk it left. So we drive with both hands on the wheel. That's misinformation. How do you improve your lane line reference? You have to get out and drive. I emphasize lane positioning, solid white line to the right, broken white or yellow lines to the left. I teach you how to have that lane line reference because a lot of you will put yourself in the middle of the lane and then you're going to be over to the right. How often should you look in the mirror? Should we already answered that, Landon? Every 10 to 15 seconds. I like it. Let's keep it moving. When sharing the road with other vehicles, what extra precautions should you take? So Mallory, I'm going to ask you, if it's a big truck, more room. If it's a smaller car, more room. If it's a lot of traffic, more room. So the precautions, Mallory, and thank you for being brave. Have good speed. Have good space. Don't be real close to cars. Don't be beside their door. Don't be beside their back bumper. Have a 2-car space cushion. Have a 3-car space cushion. I love that. So Mallory, have more speed, have more space, and have a smile. I love that you're asking those questions. Always keep good speed and good space. I'm going to read more questions in a minute. Hey, potential risk. Many driver situations offer limited choices. So sometimes deciding the action will be simple, such as a traffic control device. You need to ignore some things around you, meaning you got to pick the least dangerous option. Other more complicated driving situations may call for a more difficult decision. You might have to go off the side of the road. Drivers face increasing risk because of their own actions. You are beginning drivers. You're going to jerk the wheel and we're going to spin out on ice. You're going to run a light because you don't understand the danger. It's really important that you understand that you're learning. And I'm going to take you step by step. Sirens are there to warn you. Lights are there to tell you. A green light means go, but look left and right. A yellow light means the light is getting ready to turn red. If you can stop safely in 3 seconds, you need to do so. So once you understand the cycle of a light, you will get better. It's really important. No, my name is Myles, and it's Driving with Myles. Get it? Lock in. Put more questions in. All right, let's keep going. Going on with the questions. So here's what you need to see. Which path offers the maximum visibility? Could be the left, could be to the right. Increase your distance. Which path provides clear space? Increase distance. Go left, go right. Which path provides the clearest space to the side? Changing lanes to the left or changing lanes to the right? Which path provides the smoothest flow of traffic? It depends on where you are. Which path provides the best safety? This is really good. Let's keep going. How often should you look behind you when you're backing up? Every half second to 2 seconds. Why? You don't want to back up into your mom's or dad's garage. You don't want to back up and hit a car. You don't want to back up into something. If you just focus in one area, you're going to sideswipe a car. So you want to turn your head as you back. You want to look. Remember, your mirrors can't help you when you're backing. You need to look left. You need to look right. If you're backing to the right, you look to the right. If you're backing to the left, you look to the left. Hazard lights are important. I like the questions. Act. Adjust your speed. Accelerate. Slow down or stop. Just adjust your path of travel or direction. Communicate your presence. Let's look at some more questions. What should you do if you have the road that has ice on it and you start to skid? Lift your foot. Don't slam brakes. Look into the direction you want to go. Ice is on bridges, overpasses, because they're elevated, or shaded areas. I like the questions. What do we do when we get into a crash with another vehicle? You fail, Carter. We call the police. We have to make an accident report. In this business, accidents do happen, but we're trying to avoid it. How do accidents happen? Left turns, the driver and student are not paying attention. You don't listen to the instructor. You're not following rules. And in a moment, we'll show you a practice driving test. And I think this is a good time to show you this. So just give me 1 second, put more questions in. So Carter, in the nature of the business, accidents do happen, but we're trying to avoid that. And let's talk about this. This is a great teachable moment. Don't worry, you're going to work. Okay, let's look at this. I need you guys to look at this before you ask questions. So look at this for a couple of minutes, then ask questions. Talk about pre-driving, critical driving error, parking lot, freeway, highway, merging, intersections. Each of you need to pick one area so we can talk about this, so we can learn. This is a practice driving performance evaluation sheet. Take a moment and look at this. Guys, I like your questions. Let's take a look at it. It's really important that we all lock in. We're talking about driving education. We're talking about preparing you for the road. Yes, T, we will remove the people who aren't wasting time. Hey, E, how are you doing? People are glad to see you. They appreciate you as the moderator because people are just cracking jokes. They don't take it serious. E, people look to respect you. They respect you, E. And T, E will handle it. She'll tell me, and she'll remove them too. Okay, I'm going to flip the angle. Okay, this is part of I'll make it a little smaller. And then you guys are going to put in questions on this. All right, guys, I asked you to take a look at this. I'm trying to make you better. We're driving tonight. So put in your questions about this. We have a pre-driving check. These are the things you need to do before you get into the car. These are the things you need to do when your road tester is going to prepare you to get on the road. Okay? I'm going to slide this up. I need more questions because we're driving tonight. This is how you learn. So here's what I noticed. A lot of people are coming in, locking their door, adjusting the seat, adjusting the mirrors. These are the things you need to do. All of you need to ask questions about this. This is how I evaluate you. Okay? You got to make sure your headlights work. I appreciate this. So let's keep it moving. Okay, I want to talk about intersections. A lot of beginning drivers don't look through intersections. Cars run lights. You've got to check traffic. You have to yield. A lot of you will stop unnecessarily. You'll just tap the brakes on the green light. We'll get rear-ended. So please remember this tonight. Stopping, check traffic, check your mirrors, look behind you, look left and right. Some of you deaccelerate too late. We almost rear-end the car. Some of you deaccelerate too early, 4, 5, 6 cars away. You're welcome, T. Nothing but appreciation. Let's keep going. Starting. Some of you don't check traffic. You don't look. This tells me we're going to get hit if a car or truck runs a light. Please put questions in. Some of you are going too fast, going 5 over, 6 over, 7 over, but most beginning drivers drive too slow. Backing. We won't do a lot of backing tonight because it's dark unless we go into a downtown area to do parallel parking. We did parallel parking, but it was still lit. Please put in your questions tonight, my night drivers. Lane changes. We did lane changes. We looked over our shoulder. We checked traffic. We signaled. We don't put your foot on the brake when you're making a lane change because we were moving in traffic. Let's talk about turns. Checking traffic. You have to go up to the intersection, check traffic. You have to signal. Some of you will stop too late and will overshoot the center of the light. I'll have to use my instructor brake. Some of you don't yield. E, that's nice. They come to respect you. E, isn't that nice that they respect you and support you? Thank you, E, for what you do. Some of you get in the wrong lane. It's my job to teach you what lane you need to be in. Please ask questions about this. This is a checklist to help you become a good driver. Let's talk about driver improvement checklist. This is what I really look for. Driver improvement checklist makes full stops behind the stop line. If you go past the stop line, that's a minus. Does not make unnecessary stops. Some of you will not make unnecessary stops. You're really smooth. Some of you make smooth stops, smooth, safe stops. You stop behind the line, you look at traffic to the left, you look at traffic to the right. Lane usage, begin and ends in the correct lane. Some of you will start in the right lane to the right, but you'll end up in the left lane. That's how you get into an accident. Some of you will turn short. 2 of my drivers tonight were turning short. You'll hit the curb. We'll break the axle on the car. Don't turn short. Turn short means you go over the curb. Some of you will make wide turns. You'll crash because you're going into the wrong lane. Some of you will enter the bike lane before turning right. That's a driving error. Some of you will use two-way left turn lane appropriately. Some of you do not drive too far. Some of you drive too far to the right or too far to the left. For right turns, use the rightmost part of the lane. I'm going over this now, answer your questions, and then we'll do a quizzy. Lane changing. Use the proper turn signal, 100 feet or a half a block. Cancel your turn signal after you make the lane change. Check appropriately over your shoulder. Make sure you have appropriate speed. Beginning drivers go too slow sometimes. Create space. A lot of you don't create space, and then you get sideswiped, or people get scared of us. Speed. Drive at the posted speed limit. Again, drive at the posted speed limit. Drivers tonight, if it's 50, we drive at 50. If it's 35, we drive at 35. If it's 40, we drive at 40. Do not drive too fast for the situation. That's dangerous too. Vehicle control. Some of you will jerk the wheel tonight because you're nervous. So somebody ask questions. Use the signal when pulling from the curb lane. Keep an adequate space. Some of you will slam brakes. And some of you understeer. That's a short turn. Some of you oversteer. Okay, let's go ahead and see what questions you put in. I like it because we're going over this. Okay, so if you crash into another vehicle, Carter, we'll have to call the police. They're going to make a police report. We'll video what happened. We'll take pictures. We don't admit fault. We let people know what's going on. The police will decide who's at fault. If we're at fault, you will be issued a ticket, not me. I'm not the driver. Then you'll have to go to court with your parent or guardian. The company may ask me to come with you or not. A question, what should you do when a driver is having road rage? Leave them alone. Make room. Don't tailgate. Back off. Road rage is an emotional situation. Leave them alone. Make room. Don't look at them. My drive, yes, as soon as class is over, you get over there, Maddie. As soon as class is over, Maddie, you get over there to the school. Okay? If you need to leave early, you leave your phone on and get over there. So get over there as soon as possible. Yes. Okay. What do you do when someone has bright lights on? Look to the right edge of the road. It's called the edge line or fog line. Your eyes will dilate. Your pupils will get small. So you look over to the right. Thank you. You want to use 1 foot. Drivers, we don't use 2 feet. If you're driving a manual, then you use your left foot to push in the clutch, and you use your right foot for the gas and brake. Question, how often do you parallel park? 5 to 10 times. If we can get to a downtown area tonight, we'll parallel park. That's well lit. Question, if a car in front of you is driving really slow in good conditions, how far? We want to change lanes, Gavin. If a driver's going too slow, that's dangerous too. So maybe they're tired. Maybe there's a crisis in their life. Give people grace. A lot of you are very hard on people. We're human. If they're driving too slow, Gavin, be polite. Don't honk your horn. When you can, change lanes and keep it moving. Thank you, Gavin, for being a gentleman. Let's keep it moving. If you hit a curb, would you feel? Emily, we're not trying to hit a curb. Emily, it does 3 things. 1, you're going to damage the car. 2, you're going to damage the car. And 3, Emily, you're going to damage the car. So we don't want to hit curbs. It will bend the rim. It will knock the car out of alignment, and it could break the axle of the car. So on your road test, if you hit a curb, it's automatic failure. I'm trying to prepare you, Emily, for when you're 16, 17, 18. So we're going to practice not hitting curbs. We want to practice driving and turning appropriately when your front end is even. You don't want to pull out in front of traffic either. For the pre-driving check, we want to make sure we have, so you want to make sure that you have some emergency equipment, maybe a flashlight in your glove compartment. Thank you, Mallory. Gloves, okay, because it's cold outside. But most of us have our phones, and we can turn on the light. But you really should have a light, a flashlight. Good question. What's the most common way people fail? We're looking at it. Let's talk about it. We're looking at the test right now. You hit a curb. You disobey a light. You cut off a car. You make a dangerous maneuver. You cut off a car. You speed over the limit. Those are some of the common failures. To pass, you must have no more than 3 errors. Critical driving error. The instructor has got to grab the wheel because you almost hit a car. Fail. You strike an object or a curb. Fail. You disobey safe, personal, or safety vehicle. An emergency vehicle comes by. You don't pull over to the right. Automatic fail. A dangerous maneuver. You cut off a car making a left turn. Fail. You're making a lane change. You didn't look over your shoulder. You cut off a car. Fail. So it's right in front of you. I like that we're showing this to you. Critical driving errors. What he said. Put more questions in. So those are some of the common ways. What's on the driving test? The most important part. Vivian, everything I'm going over. You see it right in front of you. You got to know how to make turns, Vivian. If you go in the wrong lane, could have an accident. Intersections. If you don't look left and right, and a car pulls out in front of you, fail. I'm using each one. In a business district, if you're going too fast and people walk out in front of you and you almost hit someone, dangerous. Fail. You're backing up and you don't look left and right. You almost hit a car. Fail. I'm just keeping it real with you. I'm just trying to help you develop safe driving practices. Okay? Unnecessary stops. Maddie, you keep hitting the brakes and hitting the brakes and hitting the brakes and hitting the brakes. This is what nervous beginning drivers do. On the first day of class, I try to get you in a smooth flow, going in the neighborhoods, making right turns, making left turns. But beginning drivers do ride the brakes. Beginning drivers do turn on a round blinker. Beginning drivers do mix up their left and right. So as an instructor, I need to be patient with you, but I have to teach you. Because if you confuse other drivers, we're going to have an accident. How can a driver make sure not to turn too fast? Go into the turn slow, Josh. Under 20 miles an hour. A lot of beginning drivers go 25, 27, 28. Go under 20 miles an hour. Squeeze your brake. I love the questions. 3-point turnarounds. You pulling in a driveway. Pulling in. That's the first point. Turning to the left. That's the second point. Going back to the right. That's the third point. So go slow in your turns. What is the hardest thing on the evaluation sheet? Everything. You may be good at lane changing, but you're bad at turns. You may be good at merging on the expressway, but you go too fast. So you have to practice this over and over and over. How can you exit a 4-way intersection safely? Holly, you stop. You have a 4-way, you stop. You look left. You look right. You look left. If you're the first car there, you're the first car to leave. If you're not sure, you wave the person by. That's how you exit a 4-way safely. Love the question. If 2 people enter the 4-way at the same time, the car on the right goes first. Love it. Should we already know the pre-checklist? Yes and no. Many of you don't read. You should know the pre-driving checklist. This is why we're going over it. Can you tell when you are in someone's blind spot? Yes, you're beside their back door. That's the blind spot. You're in between the front and back door. You're in between the back door and the rear bumper. That's the blind spot. During the drive, what do you do when if your car breaks down? We call the company. They send a tow truck. They give us another driver's car. It happens. Not that fast. So if a car breaks down, I got a number I call, a tow truck will come, they'll pick up the car, we'll get a new driver's ed car. Done. Love it. How long do we drive on a test? When you take your road test, when you're 16 or 17, it's about 45 minutes to an hour. If the road is slushy, how early should you slow down? It depends on how fast you're going. It depends on how big or small your car is. It depends on if there's track marks in the slush. You want to drive toward the edge of the slush. Good question, Gavin. All right, all of you type in what you learned. Type in what you learned, please and thank you. I like the questions. You're going to get prepared. I love the questions, guys. A lot of good learning tonight. Okay, practicing three-point turnarounds, having good speed control. And this is, we're learning. Do all DMVs have a vehicle? Some DMVs don't. Most DMVs, if they're a larger one, they may have a fleet of cars there for you. Every DMV is different. So they're usually insured, but that's a lot of money. That's a lot of liability. A lot of DMVs, some DMVs are doing road tests. Some DMVs are not. They have third-party testers. Great question, T. So you want to call and find out. Keep putting in your questions. Love the questions, man. We're really locked in tonight. We're locked in. I'm going to put together a quizzy on night driving. So give me a moment. Because I think that's really going to help you. Hi, honey. Night driving is very terrifying for beginning drivers. Like, it's really scary. So you got to know what to do, how to handle things. And I'm really trying to show you this. If you want to join my quizzy, I'm going to give you a code. So I just need you to listen. All right, guys, I'm going to give you a code, joinmyquiz.com, joinmyquiz.com. Yeah, we cooking, joinmyquiz.com. I really like the energy. Good questions. Okay? Real good questions. This is how we learn. Jonah did really good tonight, had good speed control. He parallel parked. Josh did very good tonight. He was really driving in the school parking lot, really helped. Really being patient, not clocking his T and screaming, but teaching him. Getting in the neighborhoods, making right turns, staying on the right, R-I-G-H-T of the road, right side of the road, parallel parking. And then getting on the road, checking traffic, making lefts, making rights. It was really chill tonight. And that's the way I want the night drive after class. I'm going to teach you what to do. I'm going to show you what to do. And then you're going to drive very well. And that's what it's all about. Okay, joinmyquiz.com. Joinmyquiz.com. This is on night driving. Joinmyquiz.com. You might need a laptop or a phone. Joinmyquiz.com. It's just as it sounds. Joinmyquiz.com. The code is 691908. Again, 691908. Again, joinmyquiz.com. 691908. It's only 10 questions. That's good enough. The vibe is good. The energy, guys, we're knocking it out of the park. This is week 2. Everyone has at least 3 drives. I want to try to get more drive scheduled. More on that later. I need you guys to lock in. I need you guys to watch this video, get the answer. I'll explain it. Yeah, we're trying to cook, T. You already know. All right, here we go. Here we go. JoinMyQuiz.com. JoinMyQuiz.com on any device. 691908. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start it. You still can join in. Good luck. 10 questions. Again, if you're joining JoinMyQuiz.com, I'm going to go over it. It is 691908. I like the energy. It's just a great class tonight, man. Good energy. Again, joinmyquiz.com, 691-908. (691-908). Yeah, we all got to work. Sometimes we have to do things we don't want to do. I get it. I know how you feel. Sometimes I get really tired. And then you see me on my live, I'm dragging. Like I'm tired. But I know the good of it. Like I got to drive tonight after class, 8:30 to 10:30. I got beginning drivers. They're going to be terrified. So I really want you guys to lean in. I want to make this like the virtual teaching class, and it's all good because I'm human too. E has seen me more than many of you because I started and she was like locking in, and that's a really good thing. I appreciate. Oh yeah, and this is how driver's ed should be. And I want to have you guys lock in. And again, joinmyquiz.com, 691-908. And it's nice to see our community growing. And because you guys are locking in and we're having great conversation, I want to get that podcast together. I want to get that video cast. I already have 10 or 12 episodes on Spotify, Driving with Myles. You can listen to those. But I'm going to find a third-party hosting service where I can send E a link. She can join anywhere in the world. Okay? I want to send other consistent people who join the live. I want to invite you on. Okay? No stress. If you don't feel comfortable, you don't have to join. But it's a great podcast to us to have a really good conversation about driving education. And you can talk to me one-on-one. You can ask questions. I can give you a real answer. Joinmyquiz.com, 691-908. So once you go onto that site, the join code is 691-908. 691-908. Yeah, you're preaching truth, because you got a lot of weird people, talking about the government, talking about Jesus, talking about Bill Cosby. I don't care about that stuff. We're trying to learn to drive. We're trying to get the next generation kings and queens ready to get out here. Yes, E, it is 691-908. Again, 691-908. So go ahead and correct that, 691-908. Yes, there we go. JoinMyQuiz.com. And then eventually we'll be able to go live and do a screen share and get all of you on. I just want a big community. Guys, take your time. Go through each question. It's about night driving. (691-908). JoinMyQuiz.com. (691-908). Again, 691-908. And I like it because you have to watch a video, like an actual YouTube video of cars driving down the road, and then you have to pick. And then I'm going to go over these questions and get you ready. Experience is the best teacher. And I know many of us, I'm a visual learner. I got to see stuff in front of me. And because of the technology today, we can do a screen share, we can do a podcast, we can do a video cast. I can have someone from Mississippi, someone from New York, someone from Detroit, someone from Atlanta, Georgia, someone from the UK, and then we all can join this podcast and share. And then I can edit and put it together, have a nice little cover page, and boom, that thing blows up. And it's community driven, and that's what I want to do. Okay? Because I'm scheduled through January. Guys, I'm driving from now through January. Of course, Christmas is coming up. We got 2 weeks before Christmas. I see some people are done. Be patient. Keep working. And I drive from now through Christmas. I'm taking days off because I'm human. I got a family. I want to see Santa. I want to work on my AI machine, my gaming machine. I want to really interact with you guys and share community. And that's what it's all about. Okay? So this is great. Again, joinmyquiz.com, 691-908. 691-908. Six 91908. Six 91908. I'm just making sure you're locked in. We're almost done. You got it? Okay, T. I'll give you a moment. Yes, it's showing a video about night driving, T. Correct. T, make sure you're locked in. Make sure you subscribe, man. I want to get you on the show. I want to get you on that podcast. And you guys are pushing me to make the commitment to Wi-Fi. It's okay. It's okay. Take your time. Six 91908. Again, 691-908. I got you. Keep working, guys. We're going to go over this in a minute. While you guys are typing in this information, I'm going to open up another window, and then we're going to look at a quick night driving video to give a few other people some time to finish. So give me 1 second. I appreciate that, T. I do. Take your time. There's some good videos here I'm looking. The AAA one is really good, but it's kind of old. The night driving tips every driver must know, that's really good. The AAA is the National Safety Foundation. So there's some good driving videos here. Some people are still going through this. I'm gonna put you in a pause mode. I got a bunch of windows open. This hold down. All right. Okay. I don't want to do too much, so let's go ahead and go over. Let's see. Some people are still taking it, so I'm going to wait. Yep, some people are still taking it. I'll wait. Maddie, I'm going to ask you a question. Maddie, what worksheet did we leave off on?
I believe we left off on worksheet 2.
Okay, worksheet 2. Did we finish or start it?
We finished.
I like what you just said. So I'm going to wait a few more minutes so we can go over the night driving stuff. Let me get to it's a lot. This is a lot of stuff, guys. You guys are doing good. You're tough. You're built for it. You're okay. And then we'll go over the night driving video, and there's another good one. Passing, hold on. Man. Hold on. I got the wrong one. Let me stop sharing a second. All right, we got to do worksheet 3. You guys chill for 1 second. All right. Once everyone is done, we're going to go over the answers. Guys, I need you to start worksheet 3. Okay? Start worksheet 3, and once everyone is done, I'll get a code to come to my phone. This is worksheet 3. And I'm making you work. Okay, worksheet 3. I need you guys to start on this. Yeah, take your time. Start on worksheet 3, and once everyone is done with the joinmyquiz.com, we'll go over the answers. Start on worksheet 3, please and thank you. Guys, we're just taking our time. And again, if you want to join in right now, my moderator E has put in the code, right? She has put in the code. I'm going back in the chat. This chat is on fire, man. I love this. It's a community. And then I will get you guys in. I'm streaming from my phone right now, but once I get my camera hooked up, we can go live, and then we can invite you guys in, and it'll be much more fun. If you want to join joinmyquiz.com, which I encourage all of you, because we're talking about night driving, and I do interactive things. Stop sharing a second. The code for joinmyquiz.com. 691-908. Again, 691-908. Join that quiz. And again, joinmyquiz.com, 691-908. E, you eating good. You eating good. I'm laughing. I'm reading some of the comments in the chat. You eating good. I'm kind of on a crazy mission. Like I drive Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 4:30 to 6:30, and then I run home, jump on this live session, and then after I get off, I drive up to the school. I drive new drivers at night, but I want to have a good Christmas. I don't want to kill myself and be driving every single day. I'm not going to do that. So you got to put in work. So you kind of see my journey. I can't drive every single day. I'm off Fridays. I refuse to drive on Fridays. But if you want to have a really... Yep, I'm driving Thursday, unfortunately. Take your time. I see you're at 5. You're all good. Be patient. Again, if you want to join. If you want to join this live and do the quizzy with me, joinmyquiz.com, 691-908 is the code. We're going to go over this in a few minutes. And I'm looking at my schedule. It's full all the way to January. You're probably saying, are you serious, bro? Yeah, I'm very serious. I'm very serious. But a lot of people aren't willing to make this commitment, and it's kind of scary. Okay? But I'm okay. I'm okay. You're number 6. I see it. Again, 691-908. But I'm making a commitment to you guys, and you guys are making a commitment to me. So we're going to do that podcast, no matter how much it costs. I just got to find the most cost-effective service. Okay, I've done 10 podcasts before, and I have the equipment. I have a Rodecaster Pro. I have 4 microphones. I got a nice ring light. I could do a professional, or I can just use my phone. But I want to invite people on like E, like Grace, people who really want to learn, and then we can have that session. We can talk. We can laugh. I'll edit it. Has some nice little music in between. I can share it with you guys. And then, hey, how are you doing? We are on our live session. We're talking about the podcast. I have 8 or 10 episodes on Spotify, Driving with Myles. You'll be able to type that in, Driving with Myles, Myles, and then you'll be able to hear those. But I'm stepping it up. I'm rewarding the people who really bring good questions in. E is my moderator, so I want to get her on. Another instructor wants to join, and you can hear him share. You can hear me share. You can ask your driving teacher questions that you may have. So I think it adds value to our community. All I ask that you do is subscribe. All I ask that you do when we go live every night or every other night, you ask really high quality questions. I'm streaming on my phone right now, but once I have the camera hooked up, my camera's in my bag, and then I can stream live on YouTube. This is like vertical. Okay. I'm still waiting. Are you done? There's one more person who has 9 questions. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. So you lock in, and you got to see value. If you don't see value in this, then you're like, I don't care. There's certain people I watch all the time because of technology, self-driving cars, driver's education. If you like, for instance, E knows about this. E was watching when I went to Micro Center. I got this. This is a really good microphone. I got it, wireless mic. I got it for less than half. And the next one I want is like $300. I don't need that. I can have my phone. I can plug this into my phone, and I can interview 2 people and have my camera set up. That's cool. Okay. It's all good. Make sure you subscribe. We might have, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It might be a good day. Let's hold up. Hold up. Sorry, guys. God is good. We have work canceled tomorrow. So what I may do, I may go live and go on I-94, do a live drive. Because if I show you I'm committed, you're going to commit and lock in. And I really want to make it interactive. I really want E to come on. I really want different people to come on. Finished it. Okay, we can ready to go over it. All right, here we go. Here we go, guys. We're getting ready to share right now. Oh, I dropped my pencil. Hold on. Okay, let me share. Sorry, I got a bunch of windows open. Sorry about that, guys. All right, here we go. I'm going to end it, and let's get started. Okay, let's go over this. I want to move forward. Okay, classroom completion is 80%. Classroom accuracy, 90%. When I'm looking at as your teacher, how many did you get wrong? How many did you get right? What did you do to improve? Okay, what did you do to improve? And how can we get better? Okay, here we go. View report. Okay, let's go over these questions. Okay. Just looking at this. Okay, here we go. This is giving me some good information. Lowers accuracy. How does limited night vision affect driving? A lot of you struggle with that. What rule helps determine if you can stop in time to avoid an obstacle? Some of you struggle with that. So this tells me we need to work on this. Okay, let's go over the questions. Okay, here we go. Why is it important to keep your headlights clean? To ensure maximum light output. When we were driving tonight before a class, the windshield was pretty clean. It was about 85 to 90%. The headlights, one of the headlights was dirty. So when we drive tonight, I'm going to make sure the headlights are clean, the windows are clean. So maximum visibility. 8-10 of you got it right. Good. Number 2, what is a simple way to check both headlights are working? Use your reflection and nearby surface. You go into a parking lot. You pull in, you should see 2 headlights in the glass door or the glass window. Or when you're driving, you should see 2 beams of light on the ground. Next, when should you turn your headlights on according to the law? At sunset. Based on this video, sunset. 19 of you got it right. Good. Number 4, what is the main advantage of using high beam headlights on a dark road? They allow you to see further ahead. So when you turn on high beam headlights, you have more light to see. And when we go into some neighborhoods, I'll have you turn on the headlights, the high beams. But we want to stay on the main road. Number 5, what rule helps determine if you can stop in time to avoid an obstacle? The sight distance rule. You don't want to overdrive your headlights. You want to drive at a speed where you can see. Number 6, what is the 4-second rule used for? To ensure a safe following distance. 20 of you answered that right. Great job. How does overrunning your headlights mean? What does overrunning your headlights mean? Driving faster than your headlights can illuminate. Drive slower. 16 of you got that right. 2 of you answered using headlights during the daytime. Next, why is it harder to judge distance at night? Due to limited visibility beyond your headlights. So when my drivers drive tonight, I want to keep you on main roads. We're going to start in the school parking lot. You're going to make right turns. You're going to make left turns. We're going to get on the main road. It won't be a lot of cars. It'll be really chilled and comfortable. Trust me. I'm not going to set you up for failure. I'm not going to take you on a curvy, dark road and have you drive off the road. That's not fair. I wouldn't do that to you. Number 9, what should you do to maintain a safe following distance? Use the 4-second rule. You want to count from a stationary object. 1001, 1002, 1003. I got you. I will support you. Make sure you subscribe. I want to get you on the podcast. Let's keep going. How does limited night vision affect driving? It requires more space and slower speeds. So at night when we drive, you got to have more space. You're going to have to drive a little bit slower. All of you type in what you learned. Type in what you learned. Please type it into the chat. Let's go. Everyone in here, type. Guys, we are on fire. I feel happy tonight because you guys are locking in. That makes me feel good. Now, what I'm going to do tomorrow, because I don't have work, it's been canceled because of bad weather, possibly. I'm going to set up my camera. I have a webcam here, which is fine. And then when I go live on YouTube, instead of it being vertical, it'll be larger screen. And then I can do a screen share. And that's really going to help you guys learn. And I'm appreciative, T, 100%. 100%. It's about all of you. We all are good. Everyone is good. We all are good. We all want good things. I want good things for you in this community. It's going to take work. I got to show up every day. Sometimes I don't feel like going live. I'm tired. Coming from work, I'm tired. Going to work, I'm usually hyped. I get my coffee and water, let's go. Okay? I could go live tonight after I'm done driving. I got the equipment. Okay? I have a light that I could use. I could go live in the car. Talk to you 10 or 15 minutes. That would be good. That would be really good. And I can go over that because I'm preparing for this. Okay? But let's keep it focused on driving. Okay, remember, subscribe, turn on bell notification. Myself and E will look at the chat, look at names, and then we want to get this going. Signing up is free for the hosting service, and I know I want to do 3 or 4 podcasts, get you guys on, have you share your opinion, and then we can go from there. Also, I can send you a link on my phone. I can send you a link when I go live, and then we can do a split screen, right now. So we can also do that too. I've done that before. I've had a young man on who is a mechanical engineer. So he talked about that, and that was really cool. So because I already have your email, I'm just looking through here now. I would have to send you the link before we start, and then you would join after I join. So that can be an option. And maybe we'll figure it out. So it's all good. I'm just making sure which one to be. I want to make sure I catch up. Always subscribe. Like I said, I'm off tomorrow. We got the day canceled because of possible bad weather, but I might go out and make a driving video, go downtown. I'm about an hour away from downtown. Go downtown, make some videos. I've did that before. It's really nice. I'm a workaholic. Really, I should be staying home and relaxing. But also, I can set up the studio down here, and we're all a community. So I want to get all of you on, and we'll go from there. So listen, I want to let all of you go. I want to say thank you for the great energy, the great live. Subscribe, and we'll all link up. And I will be going live tomorrow and let you know. I want to say thank you. Bye. Bye, T. Thank you.